Marriage equality is law in Illinois, but questions remain over when marriages can actually start. Virginia voters could have a chance to overturn that state's marriage ban, and polling is surprisingly strong. Lawsuits advance this week in Pennsylvania and Tennessee, and there's more bad news for the National Organization for Marriage. For the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum, and welcome to Marriage News Watch for November 25th, 2013. Last week it was Hawaii. This week it's Illinois. Governor Pat Quinn signed the new marriage law on Wednesday, with weddings scheduled to start in June of 2014. And they could start even sooner. An amendment proposed by Senator Don Harmon could advance the start date to as soon as February. Illinois has now moved from no recognition to civil unions in 2007 to marriage just 6 years later. And marriage is making strides in Virginia. Two Democratic lawmakers there have proposed bills to overturn the state's ban on marriage. The measures would have to pass the General Assembly 2 years in a row before going to voters, so the soonest we could see a vote would be November of 2016. For now, polling in Virginia is good, but not great. Recent surveys show that so far public support has an advantage of just a few percentage points. But if support continues to grow at the rate it has for the past few years, we'll have a sizable majority by 2016. A coalition of businesses in Portland has endorsed an effort to overturn Oregon's marriage ban. A proposed constitutional amendment in Indiana may drop civil unions to focus just on banning marriage. That means it could be an extra 2 years before the measure can go before voters. A new survey from the Williams Institute shows that legalizing marriage in New Mexico could bring in $15 million and benefit over 2,000 children. A lawsuit in Michigan will hear testimony from Mark Regnerus, the author of a controversial study used by anti-gay activists. His testimony, scheduled for late February, should provide a unique opportunity to investigate the validity of his findings. And finally, tax filings from the National Organization for Marriage show that the organization ended last year with a deficit of $1 million, which is a real shame. And those are the headlines. Subscribe here on YouTube to stay up to date on all these stories. For the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.